Introducing Charlotte, Jenny, and all that jazz. Hello and welcome back to another episode of And All That Jazz. It's Jenny here. I'm on my own this week because Charlotte is still off busy working on Sherlock and the 12 Days of Christmas. But I have sent her off round backstage and she's been asking some of the crew about their New Year's resolutions and things that they're looking forward to in 2026. So looking ahead to the new year. So we'll be talking about those and tying them in with some fun facts and quiz questions. So a little bit of everything today. So let's kick off and find out who Charlotte's been speaking to backstage at the Birmingham Rep.
I am here with Matthew James Cook, dresser extraordinaire. Matthew, what is your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is to not buy food whenever I feel even remotely hungry. I need to start controlling my eating habits, and that means eating at regular intervals and with proper sustenance and nutrition.
Not starving yourself.
Yeah, that as well.
Thank you.
Oh, that was our lovely dresser, Matthew, there. Thank you, Matthew. So, yeah, we all start the new year wanting to eat more healthily, don't we? It's a classic New Year's resolution. I was doing a little bit of Googling on this and I came across the 5 chocolate bar rule, which is, I thought, that sounds like a bit of me. Every time you finish one block of chocolate, replace it so that you've always got 5 blocks. This helps to remove the novelty of the food and allows your brain to realise it's not special and you can eat it whenever you like, which then gives you back control in deciding when you feel like eating it. But I can't help thinking that if I eat the first bar of chocolate and then replace it with 5, and then I eat the 5 and replace those with 5 each, that's 25. Yeah, and then I eat those and replace those 25 with 5 and do the maths. And that's right, I'm becoming exponentially fat. And that brings us to our quiz question, which is: how many chocolate bars does the average Brit consume in a lifetime? I'll give you a multiple choice on this. Is it 1,500, 3,500 or 7,500? How many chocolate bars does the average adult consume in a lifetime? And the answer is 7,500 chocolate bars. According to the British Heart Foundation, the average Brit will consume 7,560 chocolate bars, 2,268 slices of chocolate cake and 8,316 chocolate biscuits in a lifetime. Enjoy! Okay, let's go and see who Charlotte is speaking to next.
Here is Elliot, who is stage manager on Sherlock and the 12 Days of Christmas. Elliot, what's your New Year's resolution?
It is to read more books because I don't get enough time to do so with all the work. So it'd be nice to spend some more time reading more.
Lovely. Thanks, Elliot.
Yeah, thanks, Elliot. Another classic resolution there is to read more, isn't it? The only books I really get to read now are children's books. I don't think Spot Goes on Holiday really makes the cut. But that brings us to our quiz question, which is, apart from the Bible, the Quran and other religious texts, we're not counting those, what is the best-selling book of all time? Have a little think about what's on your bookshelf at home. What's the best-selling book of all time? Well, I've got to admit the answer does vary depending on the source or the survey that you look at. So give yourself a pat on the back if you get any of these answers. But top of the list is Don Quixote by Miguel de Cervantes, A Tale of Two Cities, Charles Dickens, and Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. And other books that hit the top of the list are Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, The Hobbit and The Da Vinci Code. Right, back to Charlotte. Let's see what she's up to.
I have Holly here, who is one of our wonderful stage crew. Holly, what are you looking forward to in the new year?
I am looking forward to a nice break.
Yeah, me too, actually.
From a long run.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Good one, nice.
Oh, yeah, now that Christmas is over and the January blues have hit, now we're in the deepest, darkest depths of winter. Everyone's starting to think about getting a bit of sun. And have you seen those TikTok and Instagram videos where people help you choose carefully which days to book off and how to best use your annual leave so that you maximise your annual leave so that you get the longest holidays by using the least days off? Very clever. So looking at the calendar, in the UK, we have fewer bank holidays than most other places in the world. There are 8 bank holidays in England and Wales, whereas Scotland has 9 bank holidays and Ireland has 10. Lucky them. Luck of the Irish. So here's our quiz question. Which country has the most bank holidays in the world? Is it China, Croatia or Cambodia? Well, it's Cambodia. They have the most bank holidays in the world with 28. I mean, that with your sick leave and everything, they're hardly ever at work. I think I'll hot foot it down to Lund Poly and book myself a flight to Cambodia. Okay, back to Charlotte. Charlotte, who are you with?
I have Harry here, who is sound number 2. Harry, what's your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolutions are start working out again,
Yeah.
start making music again, have good times.
Have good times.
Have good times.
You've got a lot of New Year's resolutions.
I want to be a better me. Be the best me.
Be the best me.
That is my New Year's resolution.
I might adopt that one as well.
I think everyone should adopt that one.
Okay, I'm not sure why they were hanging out in the toilets, but there you go. So, yeah, working out, that's a good New Year's resolution, Harry. And I'm reading here that studies have shown that regular practice of yoga can help reduce inflammation in the body. So there you go. And namaste keeps the doctor away. And here's your quiz question. Which is the largest muscle in the body? Which is the largest muscle in the body? It's the gluteus maximus. I am gluteus maximus. What a load of buttocks. Crashing on then. So yes, Harry's other resolution was to make music this year. A study by the University of Montreal examined the sensory abilities of musicians. Among the test subjects, musicians were found to have demonstrably shorter reaction times compared to non-musicians, no matter which instrument they played. It was concluded that learning to play a musical instrument can have a positive effect on older people in particular. The idea is that making music could improve their ability to react quickly and remain more attentive in everyday situations. Wow! I mean, I've seen Harry at work, and you know what? This is the New Year's resolution for him. That's all I'm going to say. So here's our quiz question. What was the biggest selling single in the UK in 2025? What was the biggest selling single? It was Ordinary by Alex Warren, which spent an incredible 13 weeks at the top of the official singles chart. Well done, Alex Warren. And just to note, if any of you are worried about that little joke I made earlier about Harry, please don't worry, because, you know, it'll take him 3 to 5 business working days to get the joke, and, you know, it'll all blown over by then, so it's fine. Right, back to Charlotte. Who are you with?
So I have Rowan here with me, who is a dresser on Sherlock. Rowan, what are you looking forward to next year?
Next year in May, I'm going to be a great aunt.
Oh, that's so exciting. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, congratulations, Rowan, becoming a great aunt. That's something to look forward to in May, isn't it? I've got a lovely little fact for you here. The word pibbling is a term for the sibling of your parent, i.e. your aunts and uncles. It's a combination of parent and sibling, a pibbling. And looking at it the other way, your nieces and nephews are called nibblings. That's so cute. Right, here's your quiz question. Well, it's more of a brain teaser, this one. Are you listening carefully? Someone at a party introduces you to your mother's only sister's husband's sister-in-law. He has no brothers. Who do you call this lady? I'll say it again for those of you at the back. Someone at a party introduces you to your mother's only sister's husband's sister-in-law. He has no brothers. What do you call this lady? And the answer is your mother. That's your mother. I mean, why you'd have to be introduced to your own mother at a party is nobody else's business, but there you go. Over to Charlotte for our next victim.
Okay, so I have Liz here, who is company manager on Sherlock Holmes and the 12 Days of Christmas. Liz, what is your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is to have a better work-life balance, I think, going into 2026.
Very nice, very nice.
Well, I think that's one that a lot of us can relate to, isn't it? And it's very topical at the moment. In a recent study, 83% of people prioritised work-life balance over salary. But then it seems that we just like to keep ourselves busy because the average Brit juggles 5 hobbies. And social media scrolling counts, apparently. I'm not sure about that. There you go. So here's our question. What is the most popular hobby in the UK? And we won't count scrolling and we're not going to count TV. So what's the most popular hobby in the UK? It is reading. So Elliot, you're on trend there with your reading in the new year. And reading is followed by gardening, cooking and baking and walking. Lots of things to keep you busy, Liz. Oh, busy Lizzie. I'm wasted on here, to be honest. So let's go back to Charlotte and find out about our next New Year's resolution.
Okay, so I am here with Kenny, who is Flies One on Sherlock. Kenny, what are you looking forward to next year, or what's your New Year's resolution?
So I don't really do New Year's resolutions because I feel like it's winter, it's gloomy.
Yeah.
No one has the motivation to do stuff.
Okay.
So I start it with a tax year. So when it gets to April, that's when I'll sort of make a resolution. It's a nicer time to get stuff done.
Ah, okay, interesting. Thank you.
So Kenny likes to keep his excitement for April to do his tax return. Kicks off the year with his shoebox full of receipts and expenses. That's the way, Kenny. You do you, mate. Yeah. Is Kenny okay? Has anyone checked on Kenny lately up on that fly floor? I think he might be getting a bit lonely up on that fly floor. Can we just check on Kenny? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Well, Benjamin Franklin famously stated that in this world nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes. And here's a good bit of trivia for you. In 1698, Russia's Peter the Great introduced a tax on beards, the beard tax, as part of his effort to westernise the country. Men who paid the tax received a beard token that served as proof of payment, whilst those who refused could be forcibly shaved by police. Maybe that's where the term a close shave comes from. That is a guess, so don't quote me on that. Oh, but talking of quotes, who said this? The hardest thing to understand in the world is income tax. The hardest thing to understand in the world is income tax. It was Albert Einstein. Well, if Einstein was struggling to fill out his tax return, what hope have the rest of us got? Right, let's see which lucky customer is with Charlotte now.
Okay, so I have Jeanette here, who is ASM on Sherlock and the 12 Days of Christmas. Jeanette, what is your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is to draw more because working on shows constantly, I never get the time.
Lovely, what a nice New Year's resolution. Thanks, Jeanette.
Oh, lovely to hear from the wonderful Jeanette there. A girl after my own heart. My New Year's resolution is also to do more artwork. Now, did you know that art used to be an Olympic event? The founder of the modern games, the Baron Pierre de Coubertin, don't believe me, ask the dishes, was enamoured with the idea that the true Olympian was a talented artist as well as sportsperson. And thanks to him, between 1912 and 1948, medals were given out for sporting-inspired masterpieces of architecture, music, painting, sculpture and literature. I think that's great that art was rewarded and revered in the same way as sports. That's great. Now here's our quiz question. Which portrait has her own mailbox? Which portrait has her own mailbox? It is the Mona Lisa. She has her own mailbox in the Louvre because of all the love letters she receives. Over the years, many have fallen prey to the portrait's limpid and burning eyes, leaving her offerings of flowers, poems, and, yes, love letters. Okay, and here's Charlotte with our final New Year's resolution.
I am here with Chomba, who plays Whifford and also present box number 3 in Sherlock. Chomba, what is your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is actually to try and be kinder to myself and to others. I think that's an important quality to take forward. And I think that solves a lot of my issues if I'm kinder to myself. Do you know what I mean?
Then you'll start being kinder to other people.
Yeah, no. No, but I mean, like, even with, like, looking after myself, like sleeping earlier, nutrition, all of that stuff, just making sure that I'm being kinder to myself. And it makes me more conscious of the choices and decisions I'm making day to day.
I like that one.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice, thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yes, I think that's a nice one to finish on. Being kinder to oneself and getting more sleep, so important. Here's your little fact. If it takes you less than 5 minutes to fall asleep at night, you're probably sleep deprived. Ideally, falling asleep should take 10 to 15 minutes. However, studies show that listening to this podcast acts as an instantaneous narcotic and you will fall asleep instantly. So, our final quiz question of the day. What is the longest documented time that someone has gone without sleep? What's the longest documented time that someone has gone without sleep? It was 18 days, that's 453 hours. It was done by Robert MacDonald in 1986. It wasn't actually officially monitored by the Guinness World Records, and they stopped monitoring this category in 1997 due to the health risks. So that's just how dangerous sleep deprivation can be. Talking of which, I'm going to go and have a little nap. We'd like to say a big thank you to all our New Year's resolutionees that you've heard today. So that's Harry, Jeanette, Elliot, Liz, Chomba, Kenny, Roanne, Holly and Matthew. Thanks for being such good sports. It's been great to have you on. Thanks for listening. We'll both be back next week for more on theatre, television and all that jazz.